Flying over an office park, be a black crow in my next life. Flying over an office park. Hell yeah. I love that song. Girls' Rituals is great. Alrighty. I am live on YouTube and live on Twitch. Well, let me just adjust my whole seating position. Alright, bit earlier today because I didn't want to just do another death percent. For Sunday, so, you know. And yeah, I have work, sadly. So let's get started as soon as possible, though, before starting the run proper, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and take my morning meds. I'll be taking them with a Waterloo sparkling water guava berry flavor, because the energy drink is reserved for work. I only have one a day, so... Gonna go ahead and take my morning meds. If you guys have meds to take, you should take them now. Or, you know, like, wait an hour, because I usually stream around 8, so, like, if it needs to be at a certain time, you know. But, yeah, take your meds. Ooh. Alrighty. Well, with that, done and said. Said and done. Let's go for another true mountain goat run. I still haven't made, like, a little infographic or anything for, the run, so... But, you know. Anyway. What? Fuck. I also grabbed, some off-brand Pop-Tarts. So that's breakfast. It's off-brand Pop-Tarts and Angry Water. They're healthy. They're healthy brand. Don't you love the healthy brand Pop-Tarts? No. Why is, weird. Okay, hold on. According to my OBS, it's not recognizing my Spotify audio. Which, weird. Oh my god. Okay. Let me do some stuff real quick. Peak, Vintage Story, Inscription, Dungeon Draft, OBS. SFCOE? Huh. That's weird. So... when I took... What happens if I add the executable unknown to this list? Nothing. Alright. What is sfcoe.exe? Is that gonna do anything? Also no. Weird. What the fuck is screenclippinghost.exe? Oh, there's the Spotify.exe again. Huh. That's weird. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it too hard. Don't really need the Spotify for this, just I like having it. And even then, it's on my end. I can hear it, so that's really all that matters there. Okay. Our one and only lantern. Our bing bong, our flare, our lantern. And these are the only non-natural items that we will have access to. Just the whole time. Nearest coconuts are over here, it looks like. Oh god. Alright. I love that occasionally I will just fully slip on the fucking jellyfish. Like, it's the most nothing hazard. It is a thing on the ground. It barely does poison damage. It flips you over like a banana. And they're trivial to avoid, and yet... I just realized I have been looking at my OBS for, my fucking gameplay. As if I'm not playing the game also. Anyway, new theory for how this should work out. I take those initial coconuts and cook and eat all of them immediately. And then I can get a second set of coconuts. And these I don't need to cook, and I can save for dealing with hunger. You know, pre-cracking that one, because, you know, sometimes you try to crack them on the mountain, and they just split in half, and each half goes to a different hemisphere of the planet. And, like, you're only in one hemisphere max, so... I love the silhouette of the horns in the sand. I also love the idea of wearing the mountain goat's horns being a prerequisite for getting the fucking run. Like, no, you have to wear the horns. That is a requirement. Kinda sucks that I did immediately use up all of that bonus that I fucking stored up. But whatever. Okay. God, coconuts are the heaviest motherfuckers around. This is not an original observation. I know each of them weighs as much as 2 items, but, like, still. Like, I don't think they're the heaviest items in the game, but they feel like it sometimes, you know? There's an emotional reality there. Okay. Lovely. Yep, okay. Okay. Bucket. Okay. That's not gonna work. Different path. It's every time that I need more stamina, I have eaten half of a coconut. This is not just because it gets rid of the tiny sliver of hunger, but also the ridiculous quantity of weight that it consumes. Because they really are not ideal items, but they're a very plentiful food source right at the start, so... We'll see. There is always the off chance that it's just better not to bring any coconuts and hope for berries at the beginning. Just because of the amount of weight that coconuts will take up. What? Okay. At least I haven't taken, like, fall damage immediately. Because I did that last time. That sucked. Because fucking medicinal roots are just rare enough. That was probably way too much time invested in picking up that mushroom. Okay, it's almost daylight, so no more using the lantern. Yep, there we go. Whoa. Adjusting in my seat. Blech. Lovely, lovely. I do like that this like true mountain goat challenge was like thought of at some point. At least I hope it was during the development process. Because there are viable, like, natural replacements for all of the items that you can find in luggage, right? Because in the tropics and beyond, you can pretty rarely find, more commonly in the tropics, but still, fucking scorch berries. Which, does a lot of heat management for you. Or lack of heat management, as it is. Oh, just getting rid of absolutely nothing from the hunger bar. They're small mushrooms. I shouldn't have expected them to be too good. Oh, that's 3 button shrooms, and I can tell from this distance that they're safe to eat. Oh well. I'm up here already. I'm not hopping down for that. If I need to go another route, sure, but feels like a waste of time right now. Oh, by the way, in terms of Mound Makers news, fucking as the leader of the Prospectors Guild, I have heard basically nothing for a hot minute, because we've been very internally focused. The Mercs are claiming Honeybrook, and as far as I can tell, no one's really countering that. It's not being, the claim isn't being contested in any real way. So, fuck. Oh no. Oh. That's on me. That's pretty firmly on me. But yeah, that claim on Honeybrook isn't really being contested. So they're probably just gonna maintain it, totally uncontested. Which makes sense. It's not in people's line of sight, so they aren't worried about it. Ugh. I would contest it, but I don't have any real claim to Honeybrook, is the thing. I'm along the southern coast, which kind of geologically puts me way too far out. And they aren't a place that's had, like, a revolution or anything. I can't claim ideological dominance there. So, you know. Ugh. They're just gonna get away with that. The person with the best claim... I guess 2 people, technically. The Baron of Lakeside, Vlad, and the King of Yalakia, Adam. Vlad by proximity, more than anything. And, Adam because Lakeside is part of Yalakia, so it would be a sensible enough claim. I can see a territory dispute getting started over that, and I can see Adam winning it. But probably not aggressive enough to take that action. So, we'll see how everything goes, but currently, it's a power grab that is going very well for the old Blackguard. Alright. Well, with that little bit of news covered, this has been the Daily Peak. I really appreciate all of your viewership, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye!